So hello, everybody. It is me, Demetri K, and I am sitting here with Donovan, the recovering Democrat, also known as the Black Yule Brenner. And yes, we are live. Earlier, we were not live. We were just chit-chatting about Tyrone and his child support situation earlier. I want to check that out. You can after we get off of here. But I should also say the purpose of the Demetri K show is to promote Black love, knowledge, and understanding of all things that go on in the Black community to make us an even better people, with the emphasis on even, because we're great people, but we can always strive to do better. Also like to say a big giant thank you, hello, and welcome to YouTube and Facebook. You are the other side of the conversation. Not only are you viewers, but you are family. And sometimes we share the link, which we will do tonight. But if I share the link and I have not seen you on here before and your profile looks like this, please show me this. And if you're not comfortable, you can go back to that. Just know that I am the only one that can see you, not even Donovan, before I bring you up to the big screen. Also, for the comment section and on the panel, I ask that we are respectful to one another. It's not that we disagree, it is how we disagree. So tonight, we decided to talk about the debate night predictions. Will Kamala Harris or Donald Trump win? Now, of course, you all know that the highly anticipated debate is taking place tonight. ABC will be hosting, and the moderators are that of David Muir and Lindsay Davis. They are veterans on ABC. They both host nightly shows and have been editors and a whole host of things. So they're not new to this, right? They've also moderated 2 Democratic primaries in the past. I think it was 2020, it said. Also, it will be held at Constitution Hall in Philadelphia. You can see it on ABC, Hulu, Disney, and YouTube. So if you don't have any of those, you most definitely can watch it on YouTube. Now, the rules to the debate is that it will be for 90 minutes. There are no notes or props, so they can't have any pre-written things. They allegedly, right? Do not know the questions in advance, and both of their mics will be on mute. Of course, they will be able to have time to respond or rebuttal and, close and open. I think Kamala won the closing or opening. Don't quote me, but they had a coin toss on the third as to who will go.
Trump's going last.
Okay, so yes. So they had a coin toss on the third as to who will go first and who will go last and all of that. So again, this is going to be probably one of the most watched things on television, as this is their first and probably will only be their only debate for a whole host of reasons. Now, originally, y'all remember that Trump was supposed to debate Biden, but of course, Biden stepped down after their first debate where, Biden didn't perform very well. And of course, some things were I guess acknowledge via people watching that, yes, Biden is not all there for whatever reason, taking how you want. So from that point, he stepped down, and Kamala stepped in to the shoes as running for the president of the United States, where the election will be November 5th. So what I want to know from y'all is, who do you think will win the debate? Based on what you know, how you feel, whatever it is, I am going to, in just a minute, open up the link and allow those who want to come on here a minute, maybe 2. Ain't nobody going to come up here today leaning in on it or whatever, unless you just have something interesting to say. I want to know who you think will win and why, and then I'm going to click you off, okay? But before I give it to you, Donovan, let's see who is on here really quick. Let's see, Squall, how you doing? TW, what's going on with you? Yeah, I heard that the Kamala and Ricky Smiley interview was garbage. When I say garbage, it was sewage. T Turner, how you doing? CJ, what's going on with you? Kara Rance, hope you're doing well. Jug, how you doing? Don Royal, how you doing? Says, cancel the Divine 9. Okay. Arneva, how you doing? Gary Mack, what's going on with you? Brother Reggie, what up, though? Hey, Miss White, hope you're doing well. JMC Clinton, how are you doing today? Hey, Judge, hope you're having a great day. CJ, CL Love. Who else? Mike Nice, how are you? Miss Sweets, hope you're having a fabulous day. Special K, that used to be my name when I was in junior high. Special K, how you doing? Who else? JB1, Troy, Thunder, Alonzo, how you doing? And JJ Mars. All right, Donovan, what's on your mind, brother?
Hey, welcome back to the show. It is 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here. That means it's time for Demetri K. You can't miss an episode. Again, congratulations on the 20,000. And when I'm saying congratulations, I'm not talking to Demetri. I'm talking to you guys, our co-hosts on the show. You guys help make the 20,000. So you guys deserve a round of applause. We got a banner at the bottom as usual, you guys. That's the way where you guys can donate to the show. You can do it by PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, cash, money order, however you guys want to do it. It does keep the content creator motivated to continue to make these great discussions and also to get the message out there. And because of you guys doing what you're doing, sharing on your platforms and stuff, that message is getting out. Because Demetri, it's obvious to me, they're starting to listen to the New Black Media because they're starting to do stuff that we've been talking about for months. So again, you guys are helping us get that message out slowly but surely, but people are waking up. Also, don't forget to download the African Diaspora News Channel app. You can do that on Google Play and Apple Store, where you'll see Demetri K, Brother Phil Scott, and the rest of the African Diaspora News crew giving you information on what's going on all around the diaspora. So I know you guys are waiting for the debate. I know I'm waiting for the debate, but before we get into that, I just want to give you guys this information. If you have a loved one that is in the military or as a military vet or whatever the deal is, usually every state has a book that tells you everything that veteran is entitled to. You can get them usually at your libraries, at City Hall, if there's a base nearby, at the Veterans Representative area. You can go over there and pick this book up, and it will tell you everything a vet is entitled to. Pensions, homelessness, resources, it's all there. And if you're a spouse or a child or whatever, it also tells you about your benefits through the VA. So guys, go pick that book up. Don't sit there and be in the dark and let that vet tell you, well, that ain't how it worked. We did it this way. He or she doesn't know what they're talking about either. Go get the book. It's a resource book. It tells you what is going on. So again, thank you guys for that. And let's get into it.
Thank y'all so much for the compliment on my hair. It's getting cooler, so I can wear it out in my afro. And actually, my afro, if I was to pick it out, would actually be about like that. But it's Anyway, I'm gonna get right into it. Hello to everybody. Tyrone, how you doing? Says, I know we're worried if Kamala gives amnesty to gain more voters to stay in power, but what if Trump wins and takes her idea for himself and his party? I mean, it sounds like they're kind of both taking ideas from each other. And let's understand one thing too. There are no real, there's some, but most ideas have been recycled before. Some people just say it differently, right? So is there anything new under the sun? My mom used to ask that question. In fact, she would say there's nothing new under the sun. Hey, Perry, how you doing? Sky Dancer, what's going on with you? All right. So, Donovan, do you want to give your prediction now, or do you want other people to come on and give their prediction first?
Well, let me give my prediction now. It is obvious that a person who does not want to speak to the media, and Demetri, you're a PR person and you're very good at speaking, and you taught me a few things when I was running for office and how to conduct myself and do it. But correct me if I'm wrong, the more you speak to the media and in public and stuff, the more relaxed you're going to be and the more commonality that you're going to be. I mean, you're just going to be in an environment where it's okay. You can answer questions, whatever. One of the worst things I think they did was try to hide her from the media. Even if you just took little short questions and stuff here and there from like podcasts and things of that nature, they really screwed up because it is obvious this woman is terrified of things, and she's supposed to be this career politician and this career prosecutor, and I'm not downing the HBCUs and the sororities, but if she needs notes as qualified as she is, it kind of tells me she wasn't going to class and she kind of gave up some of that ass to get where she's at. So I predict Trump in a landslide because Trump likes to talk. He talks to people in general. So Trump.
All right, so I'll say my predictions for the end. Donovan, remind me because I do be forgetting. Anyway, what I'm going to do right now is put the link up for those who want to come up and quickly, and I do emphasize the word quickly because we ain't going to be here that long. Come up here and give us your prediction. Again, if I've never seen you on here before, please show me your face before I bring you up to the big screen. Again, nobody else can see you but me, not even Donovan. And I do emphasize quickly, tell us who you think will win and why, and then I'm gonna click you down. So here we go. Hey, the art of today. How you doing? And Nene, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so let me put this in here. Brother Damon, how are you doing today? So who else came up? OG, how you doing? And Brother Reggie, did I say hello to you? If I didn't, hello. How are you? I was thinking about Japan yesterday. I said, wow, Japan was really nice. I was really apprehensive to go to Japan. I was like, I don't know if I want to go there. When I got there, I was like, wow, this is a really cool place. Donovan, why you ain't tell me about Japan before?
I tell you all the time. I said I grew up there. It's a magical place. It's awesome. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourself. And again, you could not get Demetri or her daughter out of the 7-Elevens over there. It was incredible.
Those 7-Elevens are incredible. Okay, they're not like the ones over here where you get stale hot dogs. In fact, I don't know if I saw a hot dog there. They might have had one, but it's just like they need 7-Elevens like that over here. So the link is in the comment section for those of y'all who want to come up and give a quick prediction and why you feel that person, whether it's Trump or Kamala, will win. Hey, Corey, how you doing? Thank you for the donation. Love it. Appreciate you for that. Who else came on here? Yeah, Judge. He says Japan is Ichiban. Yeah, all that.
Ichiban, number one.
Ichiban, yes. Brother Red says it's a dope place, but these earthquakes, Lord. See, yeah, I'm from California, so earthquakes, I'm not a stranger to those, but they are a surprise every time, right? It's like, was that an earthquake? And you wait, and then yes, indeed. Brother Perry, you say I've been to Tokyo in 85 and 86. It's really a nice place. CJ says their snacks are another level. Yes. I see Tyrone is coming on here. Your device is not connected yet, but as soon as it does, I will bring you up. I just need to see your face first. Jupiter, how are you today? Hope you're doing well. You say, hey, Demetri, I'm ready for Trump to be like Ike Turner on that stage and expose that Kamala Harris. We're gonna see. Hey, Derek, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. So you said, Perry, you were stationed in Korea from 85, 86. Okay. Judge, you say you speak a little Japanese. Okay. Konnichiwa, is that Japanese? In the Mixed Radio, how you doing? Says, I'm not supporting either one of those clowns, but I think Trump will beat her lying flat butt. Well, damn. Okay. JJ says American 7-Eleven hot dogs are made from sawdust. I'll take your word for it, Damon. And Tyrone, I'm waiting for your device to connect. I can't even bring you up. Damon says 2 fires raging in Antelope Valley. Yes, Highland as well. Not too far from Donovan. And I heard Lake Elsinore, they're evacuating Lake Elsinore. You know who live up there? People with a little money. I hope that they extinguish the fire. Really do.
Right, and Lake Elsinore is about 20 minutes from my house, and I matter of fact, I put it up on my Facebook, Demetri, of the cloud bank that's coming down this way, or coming up this way, rather.
Yeah, in the Mixed Radio. Oh, wait, hold on a second. The Mixed Radio says they say the bigger the headache, the bigger the heel. Thunder says, I say Trump will win this debate if anytime anyone mentions that he should take it easy on her because she's a woman, her candidacy is over. Yeah, they better not do that. Patrice, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Kara, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Sister Shirley, what's going on with you? Buckhorse, how are you doing? T. Nickerson, how are you? All right. Brother Tyrone, I'm going to bring you up right now. Hi.
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all doing?
We're doing well. How about yourself?
I'm all right. Just at work, hiding in the closet. trying to talk, but y'all caught my interest. Saw you pop up. But yeah, just to make it quick, and short. Yeah, Trump gonna dust this girl off, man. I mean, they made it too easy for him this year. I mean, that's why I said what I said. That's why I got that comment up there about, man, what if Trump takes that idea and steals it for himself and his party, because it just seems like they made it a little too easy, man. I mean, with Biden and his cognitive declining, then she's this is like the first time I'm hearing about her this much ever, period. And just with her not showing up for interviews, the migrants, the economy, she playing in black people's faces. It's just like, man, she's gonna get dusted off in this thing right here, man. I mean, like they're making fun of her dang near like every day, bro. Yeah, it's an easy win, no brainer, and I'll land my plane.
All right, thank you. Don't get caught.
No, and you know what? And you know what? He brings up a good point.
All right, I'll see you later, Tyrone.
If you guys later on. Okay. Yeah, if you guys really think about it, he brings up a good point. If you guys really think about it, if Kamala Harris wins, and there's a 50-50 chance she can win, that will show you how stupid the American people are. And I'm not saying that to be insulting. I'm saying here's a person who pulled off an election with no policies, didn't speak to the press, she didn't do anything, and she got elected president. That would be, to me, one of the ultimate political come-ups of all times.
Hey, Patrick, how you doing? Thank you for the donation. Love and appreciate you. You says, I'm not enthusiastic about watching two morons argue over who loves war more, vote against blue no matter who. I think a lot of people are kind of feeling that way. Let me put this link back in here. This is your opportunity. You want to come up briefly and tell us who you think will win, Trump or Kamala, and why. I put the link back in the comment section.
Yeah, I agree with that person, but under Trump, were we involved in any wars that Trump initiated? I don't think so.
Yeah, not that I know of. Doretha, how you doing? Says she's going to laugh her way through. Uh-oh. I didn't know. We're gonna see. Toby says, next question, please. Okay, well, we waiting on somebody else to come on up here. Michelle.
Demetri, I'm speaking. She's gonna try to do that Mike Pence thing.
Well, the mic is muted, so ain't nobody interrupting you.
No. From the question, I'm speaking. No.
It's I got you, Jupiter. I got you. Let's be clear. Let's be really clear. And as I always say, it usually leads to a lot of confusion. Okay. Let's see. Michelle, how you doing? Says if she wins, it'll be because they cheated. Oh, Khalil, how are you doing? Says I think they made it easy for her. Okay, let's see who else came on here. Tree, how you doing? Says hi, room. Bless all the real ones. Yes, indeed. And Christ has come. How you doing? Says peace and blessings. M, how you doing? Says there's a saying, the people will not elect a leader any smarter than themselves. Got you. All right, Jupiter.
Hey, what is going on? What's up, bro, Brenner, and then Demetria? So I'm just gonna be blunt and then keep it simple. Look, she's gonna get exposed on that stage. She's gonna be all by herself. I think this is her first time meeting Trump. And that right there sets the dynamic. If you never met your enemy or opponent or any forms of him, that's going to, for her, it's going to scare the brakes off of her because she's going to have a choke moment on that stage. And you know, Trump, this is not his first rodeo. She's not going to be able to play that prosecutor mess on that stage with him. This man has been on the New York streets, taking over buildings, real estate, dealing with all sorts of litigators. She's going to get exposed on that stage with no policy at all. And I'm just going to wait for her to laugh. And that's it. It's just Trump is just going to eat her ass up, just like and then the coaching with Tulsi Gabbard. That's just going to be the flavor thing on top right there. And it's going to be funny, man. And right there, you will see the final nail right there. That's just going to be the end for her right there. And, you know, all the Boulay shields like Rolly and DL, you can't pump that up. She's been exposed on that stage. And that's all I'm going to say. Land my plane. Now, if you got any questions for me, but go ahead. I can't hear you.
I said, no, I don't have any questions. I'm going to drop you down, but we're going to see what happens. We'll find out tonight. And, or to be on 8 p.m. Central Time, adjust for whatever time zone you're in. But yeah, so we're going to see. But thank you for coming up here and giving us your opinion. We're going to see if you were right.
Thank you.
All righty.
Hey, Demetri, I got a question, though. If Kamala gets up there, do you think she's going to address anything specific for Black people or the immigration issue, which is really, I'm trying to be fair, you guys, which is really the Democrats' Achilles heel. If she gets up there, and I think she's going to try to avoid that immigration question as much as possible, I believe Donald Trump is going to bring it up, because that is the biggest issue that is affecting Americans right now. How many of you guys heard about that Haitian town up in Springfield, Ohio, that took over, and that was legal immigration? Immigration is a big problem for the Midwest cities and things. So I don't know. If she doesn't address that or specifically address Black people's issues, what are the chances Black people will continue to support her?
Well, I think we also got to realize I guess they'll have an opening and a closing. They can kind of freestyle, make their own statements, but they still have to answer the questions. And so a lot of times, they're debating each other, but they're actually really debating the moderators, because the moderators have these questions that allegedly neither one of them have seen yet. It's going to be kind of like a first time, them hearing it. So they're actually debating the moderator and seeing if they could come up with the best question, if they can answer the question right. Because, a lot of times people do a lot of dancing around, red herrings, and a whole lot of other stuff, deflecting. So that's who they're actually debating. They're actually debating themselves, but they're seeing if they can outperform the other person. Does it make sense? So it's not like they're going to be sitting across from a table. So what do you think about this? Oh, I have a plan to help these people. What about you? I guess in their rebuttals, they could probably work some of that stuff in. But yeah, they got to be able to tackle the question first. And from what I've seen, both of them don't do a great job at answering the question. They both kind of, go back to their talking points. Well, from what I understand, Trump, he'll go all around the world and be talking about something else. Kamala, she seems like she goes back to canned talking points that actually have nothing to do with the question that she was asked. So in some regards, neither one of them really answered the question from what I've seen. So they really got to debate the moderator and the questions, if that makes any sense. Because they're going to be debating most of the time, what I understand, on their past, right? Whether it was, whatever office they were doing or some other stuff. But I would imagine they will hold it to office, since they both have been in office to some levels to this point. Hey, Kara, I see you.
Based on either of these candidates, what do Black people have to win based on either of these two candidates? I mean, at the end of this debate, when it's all over, what's in it for Black people?
Yep. Kara, are you ready for me to bring you up? You want to give me a thumbs up? You good? Okay, I'm bringing you up. Oh, she clicked off. Hey, Lance, how you doing? Said she tried to have rules changed so that they can have notes. And from what I understand, too, she didn't want the mics muted because they know that's Trump's Achilles heel, because he kind of, walked all over Biden when they debated in 2020. And so they felt like him not having his mics muted would give the American people a chance to see that he is unhinged. But it sounds like Trump's people's like, well, this was the rules before Kamala came in here. So don't really try to change up the rules too much now that she is the candidate, because we already had this set before Biden dropped out. So let's keep the rules, the way they are. See, Kara, I'm going to add you to the stage. Your screen is blank all the way around, but I'm going to see if I can bring you up. Yeah, she's not connected yet. I'm going to remove you until you connect. All right, so let me go back down in the comment section. As soon as you connect, Kara, I'm going to bring you up. Buckhorse says they tried to not, I think he said knock us down tonight. No broadcast, bump that. We live streaming everywhere. Black Power forever. My people going to break the internet as usual. Okay. Hey, Benito, how you doing?
Yeah, but what's in it for us? What's in it for us, Demetri?
As far as what? The debate?
Any of these two candidates. At the end of the debate, what's in it for us?
And nothing much.
Neither of these candidates, if you really think about it, haven't really talked about Black issues. Trump talked more about it, more so than Kamala, but Kamala ain't talking about it at all, basically. So what's in it for us?
Not a whole lot. Hey, Benito, how you doing? The Rock, what's going on with you? Says Trump will win. Kamala can't talk. Okay, Roots Tracker, how you doing? Terry E says no, she's going to try to attack Trump. 48, how you doing? Says immigrants, hell yeah. Black Americans, F no. Okay. Cecilia says Kamala will say the same thing. He want to stop your reproduction rights. Samuel, see how you doing? Says, and Donovan, I know you said California will never turn red, never say never. Anything is possible in the near future in local and state and national elections. So I say never say never, brother. Yep. And Dwayne, how you doing? Says those late posts of policies is absolutely ridiculous. Kamala is showing her inexperience. And she doesn't even call them policies. She called them issues, which I read all of them. Mentions Black one time in regards to businesses, Black-owned businesses giving loans. Then she mentions HBCUs and that. See, this is how you got to pay attention. Because when she talked about HBCUs and funding, she said what she did. And it's kind of ambiguous as if she's going to continue to do it, which it doesn't say. So she talked about what she did for HBCUs. And then on the civil rights portion of it, she talked more about LGBTQ than she did anything else. You know, that was most of the civil rights portion of it. Talked about John Lewis in regards to a Voters' Rights Act. But I mean, it hasn't even been signed and passed all the way through Congress yet. I don't think it has. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. But they're her issues. They're not. She didn't say policies. They're issues. My Life Matter. How you doing? It says Kamala need to check for earpiece. Y'all crazy. I mean, I hope neither one of them have an earpiece.
Hey, how many of you guys remember 2004? I think, and W. Bush. He had that hearing device in the backpack on his thing of like super. I was like, dang.
Bill Lacey, how you doing? Says Trump need to bring up reparations in California and what happened and what she has to say about it. And that would be, man, I think that would be the finisher. I think that would be the sleeper. If he brought that up and say, you're Black, okay? I'm not telling you not.
You're from California.
Yeah, you Black and you California. You've legislated there, you know, for most of your career or to whatever degree or top cop and all of that. Why ain't you said nothing about how the Black Democrats screwed over Black people in California? That's what I would bring up in my rebuttal some way, somehow, in my closing or opening statement, and leave it right there. Ben's and how you doing? Says if they pose a question from monitors, I think the moderators are going to just rattle it off right there from in front of them. And how you doing? Says
is Donna Brazil anywhere or Roland Martin anywhere nearby with notes?
No, I think they've been, banned from anywhere with, I don't know. I think they're safe on YouTube. Sister Shirley says they will still vote for her. Some people think she is the best thing since soap and water. Quincy, how you doing? Says if she address anything about Black people, she's lying because it's not on her website. Nope. JBWR, how you doing? And Marcus says, what are the chances she get a reparations question? I doubt it because nobody's asked that yet or even talked about it. Thunder says the question is, who do you feel will run the country better given the world state of affairs at this moment? Well, I will say this. We didn't see what we see now as far as the mass immigration under Trump for a whole host of reasons, right? All right, so let's see here. Let me go on down. Gina, you said she's full of words. Alec, one who cares? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Unburdened by what has been. How you doing? Says Demetri and Donovan. What people are saying is that she needs to make Trump lose his temper, and that will be her strategy to defeat him and make him look bad. And I think they probably told him that as well. Tanya T, how you doing? Who else came on here? Race Pace, how you doing? Says fact Trump can't be overlooked for having his own bouts with the cognitive decline. If Kamala trips him up on that, he's going to have problems. Yeah, he might have cognitive declines. Who knows? More threads. Thank you so much for the donation. Love it. Appreciate you. Says, hey, Demetri, I hope she doesn't mention indecent assault because Trump going in on, Willie Brown, her accusing Biden of indecent assault before she became his VP, illegals, her being Black now, etc. Yeah, and I think people forget that Biden was accused of a whole host of indiscretions with women as well. And yes, from what I understand, Kamala was one of those that was asking those questions too. But it's amazing how they just brushed all that stuff under the rug. But you're right. If she does that, if I was Trump, she does that to me, talking about, being a predator and all that, I'll be like, now, wasn't you rolling around out in the open with another woman, man? Who are you to be trying to be the moral authority up on here? Was Willie Brown willing? Yes, he was willing, but his wife wasn't. I'm just saying. Donovan knows I'm about that life. Like he said, I prep him on debates and other people on debates. So I know what I'm doing just a little bit. But you got to.
I just want to drop a quick story. Demetri was so good at debates. There was a candidate that ran out here that really had no experience, and she was really, really young and raw. And she went to a debate, won the debate. I mean, the girl was fantastic, and she was so good you couldn't stop her from talking. She oversold the thing, but she just got really good. So if you guys wanted somebody that really knows how to do that type of stuff, Demetri is a PR person. I mean, she's one of the best at it.
Well, thank you for that. GP, what's on your mind, brother?
So, yo, what's good?
Everything.
Well, I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to heat up the gym. Now, I'll speak based on the title here. Now, I think anybody who has common sense can obviously tell that Kamala's going to lose that debate. Now, I only say that because she's been constantly avoiding interviews that will hold her feet to the fire about having a black agenda. Now, I don't want to go too deep into my opinion because I'm trying to heat up the gym before it gets too late. But there's one more thing I have to say before I go. I think I might have to get a defibrillator in my heart if I keep watching this show. I only say that because Demetri always looks so heart-stoppingly beautiful.
I appreciate that. You just don't know what that does for me. Thank you.
Well, it's no problem. Well, I'm about to go hit up the gym. All right, y'all take it easy.
Thank you. You too, GP.
All right.
Bye-bye. DSB, thank you so much for becoming a member. Love and appreciate you for that. A member for 6 months. Thank you. Let's see who else came on here. Tanya T, how you doing? Says, can't wait until he dog walks her off that stage. Mm-hmm. Christian, how you doing? Says, there's no such thing as HBCUs. Those are minority serving institutions now. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you said it. Yes, thank you, Tyrone, for reminding people to get the likes up. And Brother Reggie, you crazy. You talking about collard greens and fairy dust. You know what, Donovan? At the very least, if Kamala doesn't win or whatever, she could go into the collard green business. She could sell her own greens.
Yeah, I don't know, because that disclosure of doing it in the tub, But again, it's her culture, so maybe that's what they do in her culture. Because there's many ways to make greens, so maybe they can support her. But as far as black people buying if somebody ever came to my Thanksgiving or Christmas with some Kamala Harris greens, you better get the hell up out my house.
Yeah. Sela, he says, did she put policies on her website? All I saw was pictures of her on a shirt and donations. Yes, yesterday. They went up and she called them issues. They're not necessarily policies, they're issues. It's not really a lot of teeth to it. She doesn't say how she's going to accomplish the things. It's just like paragraphs under everything. So I don't even know at this point. If you go to Trump's, he has a whole lot of stuff on his, but hers are just, okay, like you said, Donovan, homework is due tomorrow. It's like writing a dissertation. Now, you're supposed to be working on that dissertation throughout or a couple of months, even some people a year, to the time you're going to graduate, right? She did her dissertation the night before. If you know anything about that, that could be 25, 50 page, even 100 or more page, a thesis about your summation of your master's, which I had to do. And trust me, that paper ain't no joke.
Right. And you got to think about this, you guys. Trump has had his policies and ideas out there for a very, very long time for the media and for us to scrutinize. I want you guys just to be thinking common sense and be fair. Why would a person wait 53 days out to put up some policies that is very generic without any detail to it, and we can't even follow up because she won't do interviews? So what does that tell you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think Tyra Banks actually coined this phrase. She's resting on pretty. Oh, yes. I do make some good greens. I remember one time I made, had so many people over and I had to go wash them in the bathtub. It's the resting on pretty, the giggling, the wiggling, the jiggling. I really don't want to have a conversation. Like you said, Donovan, if you about that life, you get out there. Who next? What question you got for me? I'll answer the question. Like Donovan said, I had a candidate. She was green. When I say she was green, She did not know nothing. But when I got a hold of her and it was time for her to debate, she was like, oh, no, I'll answer it. I got it. I'm sitting in the front row. I'm like, down, killer. Relax, killer. Relax. But when I tell you, you know what I'm saying? All it takes for a person to be confident and know the issues. But I don't know why Kamala won't sit down and have a conversation with anybody. I mean, hell, even Roland Martin, ain't that her homeboy? He was just sliding debate questions to people. I don't know why he would beat her up. You know, just sit down with Roland, I guess. Dwayne said that Black people don't put them CBC out of office after that extremely disrespectful backstabbing they did with the California Reparations bill. Then what is the use in even continue to resist at all? I 1,000% agree with you. They better show up and show out and get they behinds up out of there. Hey, Brother Sammy, how you doing? He says, what about the talk of the sister that was shot in the face by the police? Yeah, and Tyreek Hill, the Miami Dolphins football player who was roughed up. Did Kamala or Trump or anybody, Biden, because he's still the president, right? Biden is still the president, even though we don't know because we don't see him much. But did they say anything about what happened to Tyreek? I don't know. Maybe they did. I just didn't see it. But did they say anything about those officers, wrestling him to the ground like that? And this is what I said, okay? Y'all notice if y'all watch that tape, the body cam and even the other footage of who it was that did that to him, these officers had heavy, thick accents, which tells you they ain't been over here long, and there they are doing the bidding of white supremacy, doing to that brother what they did. To me, honestly, I ain't trying to be mean. I ain't gonna say I want to get in trouble, but yeah, just to see Tyreek towering over these, little guys, and they got that little Napoleon, syndrome, and one of them jumped.
California police officers.
Yeah, and they jumped on his back, and pulled him down to the ground. It's like, the hell wrong?
And did you hear what they said? Next time we tell you to do something, you do it.
Yeah,
they wouldn't be talking all that smack with if they didn't have that badge.
Yeah, and then when he said, I just had surgery on my knee, he said, well, you need surgery on your ears. That's what one of the cops said to him, It's like, what the hell? So there is an investigation. But I say this, okay? One thing we know is that football teams got a lot of money. And what they will not have is that happening to their players. And you could best believe a call was made to City Hall from maybe the owners of the Dolphins or somebody else and say, hey, we put a lot of money into the city and we pay the salaries of a lot of these officers, and we will not have you do this. Y'all can do that to other black men, but you can't do it to ours. They have to run up and down this field. You could best believe somebody gonna lose their damn job behind that, because that was blatant police brutality. I don't care how anybody spin it. So somebody gonna roll because of that.
Yeah, and I just want to add this. Some of you guys that saw my live yesterday when I was talking about the California situation and all that other great stuff, I keep trying to tell you guys, if you're not from California, you guys do not understand what is going on here. This is your template of what they are going to do in your state and in your city toward you. Demetri's from California. Demetri, usually when a police officer comes to your home, a group of them, there's a couple of blacks usually in there. Not anymore. We are politically irrelevant. The police force is mostly Hispanic. And it is so bad here in California. You've got gangs in the LA Sheriff's Department that they still can't root out. This is what's going on. And I just want to, again, give you guys a warning. If you got any questions of what is going on in your state and your city, just look at California. Look at the police department. There are almost no blacks in the California Police Department. Almost none.
Yeah. Shiloh, how you doing? So Demetri, will you put together a debate course and make it available? I would love, I'd like to learn and I will buy. If y'all interested in any of my services, trust me, I do it all. Negotiations, debate, prep, just how to have a conversation in general. What I do is I help people to be more verbally and visually appealing as you are going to, go out and do public speaking or whatever. If it's an interview, whatever it is, that's what I do. But DemetriK.com. You can go to DemetriK.com and book a consultation there. And then we'll go from there, DemetriK.com. All right. Raynari says, Demetri, some people believe that Trump is going to lose, deliberately lose. I don't know. We've seen it all. Stranger things have happened. Yeah, average logical thinker. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Terry, you said you heard her should be twerking, and when you say she, who do you mean? FM, how you doing? Says, where dude going after his comment? You talking about a GP? He be going to the gym. He say he be at the gym all the time. Street Wave, how you doing? Lady E, how are you? Let's see who else. Sonny, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. The Red Boy, how are you? Y'all, I see y'all still laughing at GP. You gotta love him. Lisa, how you doing? Says, yeah, GP be landing on thick. And I say thick, I mean thick. Judge said the girl is yours. Okay, Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. Hey, brother Stephen Hill, how you doing? He says, I want my lesson on winning argument with my wife. I can't help you there, brother. Can't help you. Okay, I got you real quick. Yes, honey. Yes, dear. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, right away. How high? Okay. There you go. You're welcome. Let's see. Ragnar, how you doing? Says, I would never eat at Kamala's house. Yeah, not after she talking about them doggone greens being in the bathroom. Y'all know what people be doing in their tubs. Yikes. Alonso says she probably uses the washing machine to clean them also. Put a little Downy in there as well when she put them in the dryer. And Shiloh, thank you for becoming a new member. Love it. Appreciate you for that. And everybody who's donated, thank you. The average logical thinker says Kamala practice her invasion tactics right now. Quincy says, Demetri, get up and get that glass on water. No, listen. I got water here. And I got water here. I'm not going to be thirsty on here today. Shirley says she copied and pasted from Biden's website. Is that what she did? Monique, how you doing? Says people will still vote for her because they want to be a part of history. They already said they don't care about policy. Yeah, I've seen people say that. Red House, how you doing? Says Department of Education is inept and DEI, affirmative action, Black initiatives that mainly help white women. The Dem double down too much at our expense. They have us fighting to give away our life preservers. Yeah, and we're fighting each other so they can help everybody else. Ain't that something? Yes, indeed. All right. I guess nobody else want to come up. Friday, how you doing? Says, hey, y'all, apparently the majority of the policies on our website were directly copy and paste from Biden's website. This woman can't do anything by herself. Okay, so let's say if that's true. And I believe, y'all, that she copied and pasted that from Biden's website. What took you so long? Why did you have people waiting all this? She announced, I remember I was in a deep blue sea on the cruise when she announced. It was like July 21st or something like that. What took you so long to copy and paste? See, I knew this was strategic. That way, people don't have a long time to debate. But see, if I was her team, what I would have done is I would have released them afterwards, the debate. But then the other part of that is she didn't want to have to answer. Why is it taking you so long? But if I was a moderator, I don't know if these questions come from somewhere else. I would ask, apparently you copied and pasted these from Biden's site. What took you so long to do that? You heard the cries from everybody else, Trump's campaign and everybody. Where's the policies? Where's the policies? Where's the policies? Why did it take you so long? That's what I want to know. Edwin, how you doing? Says she's like the Manchurian candidate 2024. Absolutely.
Crash test dummy. Like I tell you guys, she's a crash test dummy. They did not nominate or select their best candidate to go up against Trump. It's basic symbolism. It's DEI. It's identity politics. She's a woman and she identifies as black, whatever. They think that that's going to put it like this. Remember, you just said that, she was tweaking and, all that other stuff. Yes, when she was a younger woman, that might have worked. This woman is 58 years old, maybe 60. You ain't got it like you did when you were in your 30s, Kamala. So you got to, do a little bit more than shake and bake. There's got to be more substance to it.
Lisa, you know what's funny is I was in the car when yesterday when he had this conversation with Kamala. It was about 9-10 minutes long. He didn't even ask her a question. She just came on there talking. Hi, everybody, this is Kamala, and blah, 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 blah. I actually recorded it. I ain't gonna play it here, but I recorded it. And he let her talk about, you know, the child tax credit, the $25,000 for a home, and she's gonna do this and that for working class. And you could tell that Ricky wanted to ask her, well, what do you say about the people who say, you know, how you gonna bring the grocery prices down? Which he probably was gonna ask her about black, but he never. Now, mind you, Ricky's a black radio host on a urban radio station, and not one time did he ask her about nothing black. Not one time. He did, you know, at the end say, "Oh, you know, you could be the something about, oh, you were Divine 9 or something like that," and she says something about and she could be the first HBCU graduate to be president, you know. So it was a big old nothing. It was like, and then the interview was so ghetto and janky. You can hear somebody texting in the background. Somebody's kids was running around in the background. Somebody's playing music. It was just like a lot going on. I'm like, where did they do this, in the Underground Railroad somewhere? It was crazy.
But Demetri, here's my question, and maybe you guys can help me. I'm not an HBCU person. Though my son and my niece went to HBCUs, Spelman and Hampton. These are supposed to be our best. I'm embarrassed, seriously. I don't know about you guys. You don't have to like these people. It doesn't matter to me. But if this is the blacks' best, I'm embarrassed. Like you said, if this interview went the way it did, I'm embarrassed. This is supposed to be our most educated and our, historical. This is embarrassing how they're doing this. If this is our best, thank goodness for the street pharmacists and the street educated folks. Jesus.
Hey, Negroes, it says he went on to play the game and win. Meanwhile, we're making all this noise for Kendrick Lamar to perform for Massa. What did Colin need for? Again, absolutely. If y'all haven't heard, Kendrick Lamar is going to be doing the Super Bowl. There's a lot of backlash because it's going to be in New Orleans, and they're like, Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne? And it was a Juvenile and a whole bunch of other people. None of them are performing, so y'all skip it. Which Kendrick Lamar, from what I understand, if I remember right, was there with the West Coast. So it's like y'all gonna skip over the New Orleans talent and let Kendrick perform. But I got a lot to say about it. I ain't, because I'm not trying to have that debate right now, but I totally 100% agree with you. Now all of a sudden we not conscious no more, and Kendrick Lamar is supposed to be, everybody don him to be the conscious one, and this, that, and either he's the Messiah, he waking up the black community, and there he is gonna be performing for Massa, and Jay-Z asked him to do it. See, I got my theories, but I'm gonna be quiet. I ain't gonna say nothing. Be quiet.
Hey, it's about the money. That mighty dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah. Pamela says, someone in the chat said Kamala wants to take Freeman's Bank, and she's trying to include other groups. We should be funding Freeman's Bank ourselves, and that way we control all. Yeah, absolutely. She is trying to do that, but that came out of something that was supposed to be given to our ancestors when they left the plantation. So yeah, we should be funding that as well. But to include brown people, like, what the hell? Why? Why do they need to be included? They weren't there, Dwayne says that Biden is on the beach and she is on the campaign trail. Who's running America? Good question. And let's see who else. And the one who cares says, absolutely, Demetri. I thought the exact thing. I hope they fire each one of them. Oh, yeah, the officers. Yeah, so I'm really behind. Marjorie, how you doing? Let's see. Let me skip down. Celeste, how you doing? Says, I'm sure she knows how to debate. She was a U.S. senator, and she debated in the president election before. I totally agree with you on that. I'm going to give my opinion just a second. I got you, Donovan. Keisha, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Brother Perry says, Witch Hazel is not getting my vote. Damn. What names don't y'all have for her? Ma'am, how you doing? Derek, how you doing? Says, right, unfortunately, and we got some of these sport commentators like Shannon Sharp. Oh, don't get me started on Shannon Sharp. That brother got some of the best sand dancing shoes that you can think of. Him and Steven try, well, you know, I just try to give my job to make sure that the cops get back to the car. And, you know, I give them my stuff and they get back to the car. So that ain't your damn job. That's the cops shouldn't even come to the car escalated like that in the first place. It ain't your job to make sure he go back to the car. His job is to say, hey, sir, you're speeding. Can I have your information? That's his job. Not to come up there on 10. You know, little officers there in Miami doing that to Tariq Hill look like a couple of Oompa Loompas. Just real short and stout, you know, and it got that little man syndrome gonna jump all on that man back to bring him down to the... To me, it was funny. Not funny that they did that, but it's like, y'all literally hopping up on his back because you little, you small, and you think because you got a gun and a badge, that makes you powerful. See, wasn't going to even try to go there. But Kamala and Biden opened up the borders to bring them over here. Because if you listen to those officers on that body cam that did that to Tariq Hill, they had very thick accents. They wasn't born over here. They got over here not too long ago. Now, I know Cuba's not that far from Florida, so maybe they were Cuban. But nevertheless, them little roly-polies, and I ain't talking about Roland Martin, jumped up on that man's back and pulled him down. It was two of them, pulled him down to the ground. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to be quiet because, you know.
Demetri, you are aware of the Asian Hispanic coalition here in California. You don't think that coalition and stuff, you guys, look, I'm in California. Those of you guys are in California. It's everybody against us. Just get used to that. I know, you know, you guys that are super Christians and you see the world the way it's supposed to be, but you got to live in the world the way it is and survive. So get used to this type of stuff. It's us against the world.
Mm-hmm. Time to 8 o'clock Central Time. So our time, Houston, is 8 o'clock. Don't you be late. Get the popcorn ready. I'm going to make me some on the stove and I'm going to sit and watch it. You know, I'm sure it's going to be one for the books. And definitely we're going to talk about it tomorrow. Lady Blue, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Lady Diana, how are you this fine day? And T. Turner, you keep on saying Trump 2024. I know people are very passionate about this election, you know, and we'll see when we see, right? Undisputed Truth, how you doing? Says, it doesn't matter. People are locked in. The only thing I care about is the border. Trump has my vote. Yes. Trump said that he is one of the first things he's going to do is close off the border. But before he do, he's going to send a bunch of them back, you know? Tanya Pettyway, how you doing? Petway, how you doing? Right? They says, damn shame. They're going to learn today. Let's see who else came on here. IUIC, how you doing? He says, lots of Russian-sponsored right-wing social media influencers getting a knock on their door from the alphabet boys. Yeah, so I did hear about that. We just ain't one of them, okay? Ain't nobody wrote us no giant checks to do nothing. If they did, I wouldn't be on here. Trust me.
Yeah. I got a rebuttal to somebody that says that, you know, she's she's a prosecutor and she can debate. She has the skills to debate. I got a question in regards to that. Did you see in 2019 or 2020 where Tulsi Gabbard dismembered her in 4 minutes? This is a skilled debater. If Tulsi Gabbard could dismantle her just in those talking points, you really think she's going to do well tonight? I'm just asking.
I got my opinion. I'm going to give it. Yeah, it was over the phone. It sounded like, here, this is a Kamala Harris. Oh, my policies are, you know, I'm going to go to the grocery store and tell them, sucker, don't you be raising the price on them tomatoes. You hear me? I'm horrible. Okay, I'm gonna do better. I tell my daughter all the time, tomorrow I'm gonna be a better human. Hey, Shaniqua, how you doing? Special 150, how you doing? Says my niece and I are at odds because I can't get them to see the real picture about Kamala. They are stuck on their college funding being forgiven and the promise to make housing affordable. So it's like you get your college funding forgiven and affordable housing, but what about the rest of the stuff? You know what I mean? It's like Kamala's got the borders wide open. They're trying to figure out a way to make them all legal, documented. Then you see somebody like Tariq Hill get jumped on by Oompa Loompas, you know, because he's driving a nice car and they had a short man complex. Them people, they ain't been over here long. And Alonzo, yes, I did see the tattoos, and one of them had tattoos all up and down his hand. So I was like, what you got going on there? One of the officers did. Yeah, well, what you got going on? So anyway, and Christian, how you doing? And everybody else that's come on here, we're gonna get out of here because, of course, we want to make sure that we are front and center. It'll be on in about an hour, the debate. But I'm gonna give my opinion because I always forget to do that. Donovan will tell me you didn't give your opinion or whatever, and I'm like, damn, I didn't. Hey, switching lanes, how you doing? First fruits, what's going on with you? Carlton, what's going on with you? Hey, Al, he says Cornell X is giving his opinion after the debate on Fox. Yeah, that would be interesting. Okay, I'm going to give y'all my opinion as best I can. Listen. See that? It says Demetri K, master debater. So I know a little bit about argumentation and debate, as I have a master's in communication and public relations, but it really don't mean much, which is why I never bring up that I have a degree. Hell, I pale in comparison to Donovan's 19 degrees. No, he's got about 13, but for real, right? Nevertheless, I just feel like this. Kamala's not new to this. She's not new to the rodeo. It won't be her first time debating, as we have seen her debate we haven't seen her, but she's had the debate for various positions when she was in California, the Senate debate, presidential debate in 2019, 2020. And so she is a prosecutor where they have to present a case and they have to argue a case. So again, it's not like they didn't plucked her off the street and said, okay, here, get up here and debate. So I say all that to say Kamala's not a lightweight when it comes to debate. However, when you are debating, you want to get your points across. This type of debate, a presidential debate, you want to win over, well, it's a couple things. You want to solidify your base, so the people who are already voting for you, because you can say something that make them go, I don't know if I want to vote. I can't believe she said that. So, or he said that. So you got to solidify your base, and you got that gray area, which are called independents, people who are riding the couch, people who don't, know to have their minds made up. You got to be on your square to the point to where you make them say, oh, I was undecided before, but now, yeah, I like what he or she said. I'm going to vote for them. So there's a lot of things going on, but for the unskilled eye and ear and mind of debate, they think, I done played with my hair and it's all, they think, oh, they duking it out with each other. That's only a small part of it because they're not really there for each other. They're there for you. They're there for Donovan. They're there for me to get us to get them to the White House, right? They need more of us as possible to show up for them to get them to the White House. That is the goal. So there's a couple things too. There's style and there's substance. Of course, they're all going to have their own style. Will they have some canned zingers? Yeah, they're going to have some, because with the zingers, they got to get everybody talking about, oh, did you hear what Kamala said? Oh, the Trump man. Yeah, so they got to keep people talking. But they also got to get people to regurgitate, oh, well, I'm going to vote for them because during the debate, she said A, B, C, D, or he said this, that, and the other. So when you're watching this debate, yes, there's going to be some entertainment. Are there going to be gaffes? Yeah, where people, and one of them going to say something with this, that, and the other's going to be funny. But pay attention to what they're saying about policy. And more importantly, how is it going to affect you? Now, the other thing, we know that people could say whatever they want to say. But it's what will you do? Now, they both are kind of the incumbent to some degree. Now, I say the incumbent because Trump has been at the White House. So what? He has a record to run on. Kamala's been at the White House, but in a different capacity because she is the vice president. A lot of people argue, oh, well, she wasn't the president. But if y'all listen, see something, I'm gonna have to spank y'all a little bit. This is the problem with some of us, and not just us, but other people. Y'all don't listen. Now, on one hand, her supporters, well, when she 100 then, she's only the vice president. But out of her own mouth, She'll tell you, oh, I helped secure funding for this. I helped secure funding for that. I went and I talked to the leaders in China and this, that, and the other. So if you're the vice president, why are you talking about the stuff you did? You need to tell your supporters that you obviously have done more. You're not just the vice president. So I say all that to say she also has a record to run on, and she has more of a record. If we're talking about politics, she has more of a record to run on because she was a district attorney, San Francisco, and she was the senator and attorney general, in addition to being, did I say senator? In addition to being the vice president. So she's got a bigger record to run on. So they got to be able to really, honestly, they're going to compete about the competition between them, each other, if that's big. They actually are competing against their record because they both have things that they have done that they have to answer to, good and bad. So when y'all are watching this debate, yeah, get your popcorn or whatever you're going to snack on or whatever, but pay close attention to the things that they say. Body language is important too. You got to see how they respond to the question. I'll give you an example. Donovan brought up Tulsi Gabbard. When Tulsi was whooping Kamala's behind, and mind you, they say Tulsi Gabbard is Trump's debate coach. Y'all do with that what you want. But when she was whooping Kamala's behind on that podium, Kamala was doing this. Acting like she was writing. What she was probably writing was, oh, shit. Because she didn't think that that was going to come from Tulsi. She thought it was probably going to come from Biden because if you notice with that debate, she focused on Biden. Oh, well, I was that little girl and, you know, you're busting policies. And then, you know, that was her zinger from the night. But the real zinger came when Tulsi was like, hold on, baby girl. Let's talk about your record. And her record, being in California, is what helped tank her bid for the presidency of the United States in 2020. That was Tulsi Gabbard on camera. Nobody says, but Tulsi understands argumentation in debate. So just think of those things when you're watching this. It's going to be a lot going on, but I would say more than anything, this is going to be very unpredictable. We think we know Kamala and we think we know Biden, but just like we know, they know that the whole, this ain't just domestic, this is international. Hell, even Martians are probably going to be watching this because they got SpaceX and they want to know whoever's going to be in the White House next, what the hell y'all going to be bringing up here? So everybody's going to be watching this debate and they know that. So not only do they got to debate their policies, their past, their record, each other, they got to, you know, make sure that they're spot on because they cannot afford to, listen, will they gain voters? Sure, but they cannot afford to lose voters, not this close to the White House. So
let me do a follow-up to what you just said. So would you say that it is Kamala has not to lose it, but do enough just to maintain it? Or is it, what the better saying is does Trump have, all he has to do is maintain or lose? You see what I'm saying? Like, does he have more to win by going out for the win? Because sometimes you'll be in a game and you don't necessarily have to win. You just have to, like a boxer, you might be ahead on points and you're just gonna, you know, cruise. And because you know you win, or in football, you're ahead by 6 and you're just gonna hold on to win. So which do you think is more Kamala or Donald Trump's area?
So in short, I think the debate is for both of them to lose. They both are, if you listen to any polls, some say she's on top barely. So within a margin of error, they're basically tied, right? But I think this debate is both of them to lose or both of them to win, right? They got an even amount of support. So the stakes are high for both of them because if they don't debate again, this will be the last debate that we will remember. Will Kamala sit down with anybody else? I don't know. She probably won't. We know that Trump doesn't have a problem sitting down and having interviews. He's talking, taking questions and answers, whether he gonna answer them or not. He's not afraid to do that. So the stakes are really high for this. They got to be game on. They got to be game on. Otherwise, what we'll do for the next week, depending on how bad or good they perform, is we will be talking about this. There will be people who will pick that thing apart and have content for a week about that debate. So the stakes are high, Donovan, for both of them.
And do you think Kamala will mention Donald Trump's criminal convictions that are coming up and things of that nature? Because like you said, it's either they're going to go for the win or they're going for the tie. You know, which is it?
See, I'm one of those debate coaches, if you will. Yeah, you want to talk about those things if they come up, but I would rather you, and Donovan, you know this, I'd rather you spend time talking about you and what you're going to do, your accomplishments, than, well, he's got 34 felonies, because guess what? If I was Trump, I'd be like, fellas can vote. So what you saying, if you got a felony, you can't vote? See, that's where I would go with that, But I would, if I was her, I would spend time talking about me being an asset, not him being a deficit. Now, of course, in your rebuttal, because when you rebuttal, obviously they're going to say stuff about each other. You use your rebuttal to say, hey, this is what he said, and I want to debunk that, or however you want to do it, and bring up your facts as you know them. The other thing they got to remember is they will be fact checked on the spot. And then the fact checkers are going to have content. Okay, well, what Trump said this, that was a damn lie. And what Kamala said this, now she knows did not put no salt in them greens, So there's a lot going on here. Al, you think we should be moderators? I'd love to be a moderator. Just let me at them. Yeah, Donovan too. So we'll see. We'll see when this is over how they'll do. We just don't know. Kamala may come out and slice and dice with the razor blades and lemon juice. Trump may come out with the razor blades and orange juice. Y'all can do what y'all want with that. But you never know. You'll know when you know.
Yeah, Daryl Jinks says, real quick before we get out of here, Daryl Jinks made a good analogy. Kamala will be like Rocky in Rocky 3. Trump will be Clever Lang.
I don't know. We won't know until we know. Carrie says, Kamala has 77% of the black vote according to the polls. If she doesn't do well, she's told she needs 80% at least.
Right. 75, she's not going to win with that. She needs a minimum. And that's even far-fetched, 80%.
Yeah, we are going to talk about the debate tomorrow. Hey, Philly John, how you doing? He says, do y'all think they're going to talk about the SAVE Act? I don't know. It's because it's up to the moderators to decide what they ask them. I don't know where the moderators get the question from, but no, these ain't no lightweight moderators. They are veterans in the game. They've been at ABC for a long time. So they didn't just say, okay, well, hey, you TikToker, you YouTuber, come over here. They got, these are some heavyweights. So I ain't no telling what they're going to ask.
Yes. To me, and I'm just going to give my closing opinion here. All Trump has got to do is bring up that damn border. And if she doesn't have a clairvoyant answer to what is going on, these cities are being bankrupt. She's done. All he's got to do is do that. She is done, because when they opened the border, she was, oh yeah, I'm the czar. The videos are out there. She was in charge. So we'll see.
Yeah, we won't live stream the debate. I could never live stream. I might live tweet or something like that, post, but I can't stream because I want to pay close attention so I could come back here tomorrow and have that conversation with y'all, you and Donovan, me and Donovan rather. And we want to pay close attention. The debates are going to be everywhere. YouTube, if you don't have cable like myself, and they have some streaming capabilities as well. I saw somebody made a comment. Bonnie says they found more illegals on the voting rolls in Pennsylvania and Georgia. It's so clear what her plan is. Meanwhile, every day she's just allowing them to come here. She wants them all, we know it. Well, that's what the word on the street, pop you crazy, not curry on the style.
Yeah, and you know what, with this illegal, you don't think Trump, I also believe Trump also wants this. These are corporate Democrat and Republicans. Right now, Biden is sitting on the beach, and he's giving these people legalization and standing to be here. That's why they're getting jobs and all this other stuff, because they're putting them in a status of legalization. And even Kamala is on video saying that that's what she wants to do when she first got in office, to legalize these people. So that's what happened. And that's why the Haitians took over that town in Springfield in Ohio, because they came here under a status under the Biden-Harris administration of they gave them some kind of like asylum or something, which gave them status. So again, that's what they're doing right now. So these people will be legalized. And guess what? That means Black people, you will be irrelevant and you're washed out, just like we are here in California.
Absolutely. So anyway, y'all, we love it. Appreciate y'all. We're going to get out of here so we can prepare for this debate. We're going to see. I don't know. We will know when we know. Hey, Shelly Rance, how you doing? So anyway, we'll be out of here. We'll be back tomorrow with were y'all right? For those of y'all who came up here and made a prediction who will win, who would lose, or whatever, we're going to see. I don't know who's going to win. That's my prediction. I don't know, because you just don't know until you know, right? Michael, how you doing? He says economy and border are top priority for most voters. Trump will win. It remains to be seen. We'll know after November 5th who actually won. My name, how you doing? Says they're not going to fact check Kamala. If she did, she wouldn't be able to claim Black. You know what? Now that's a good one. Y'all want me to bring Walter tomorrow? I haven't talked to Walter in a minute. I'll see where he's at. Y'all know me and Walter had a run-in the last time he was on here. But if he wants to come on and talk about it, I will bring him on. And Jerry, how you doing? So anyway, by the way, we are going to get out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.